And in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to turn this into this in Davinci Resolve. I will be providing a project file. You're going to need Universe plugins, Sapphire 2024, looks, and you're also going to need Dreamglow. Go into scripts, get Reactor. You're going to need Fine Shine, and make sure you're on Davinci Resolve 19 Studio. Now, I have a pretty beefy computer, but even my computer can't handle depth renders. So for the sake of the tutorial, I provided a depth layer that y'all could use. Group this, name this depth. So first thing you're gonna do is put on 2 color corrector nodes. One color corrector node is going to be called dark. The other one is going to be called light. Next, we're gonna need a create bump map and a blur, and then we're gonna get the Relight node. Branch out the original clip, connect it to the yellow input, take this, put it to the green input. Now when we go into the Relight node, it actually does a pretty good job understanding the scene. The thing is, for most anime scenes, like, you want the lines to be showing as well, so you use the bump map to get those lines, and then you blur it just like a little bit, and it'll give you this. Alright, feel free to pause the video and just copy the settings that I put right here. Now connect the Relight node into the mask input of both dark and light. Go into dark, settings, channel luminance, and apply mask inverted. Go into light, settings, luminance. Don't apply mask inverted. Go back to dark. Let's preview it. And let's go into levels. The high output level to point, I think 0.23. Yeah. And then you want to take light and then just make it whatever color you want. And also, just for like an added touch, I just like turn down saturation. And now I'm gonna get a matte control node, connect the depth layer into the gray input of the matte control. Go into the garbage matte, set it to luminance, and pretty much just play with the luminance channel until like the whole subject is gone, and then invert it. But I'm gonna get a brightness contrast and just turn down lift. Okay, and then I'm gonna get a background node. Next step, let me just make one tiny adjustment here. I'm gonna put the blur after the Relight to 63 and then filter on box. That's what I did in the original project. It makes it look kind of dim, but that's all gonna change because we're gonna be using Dreamglow. So now I'm gonna add in my Dreamglow node, and you could just copy my settings right here. Now I'm gonna get Fine Shine, connected to the Dreamglow, and I'm actually going to keep this on default settings. Colorize them so you get the color that you want. There you go, and then just merge this onto the Dreamglow. Now it only looks like this because I'm in quarter resolution. When I go back up to 4K like that, it looks really good. I forgot one thing though, you need an ellipse mask, and then just soften that up. Go into the merge and set it to screen. Makes it look a little bit more real. I highly recommend taking a saver node and connecting it to the Fine Shine, because that's pretty laggy. Just connect it there and render all savers after, you know, just naming it whatever. Okay, now for the color correction portion of this. So just so this clip doesn't lag, I highly recommend right clicking it, render it in place, set it to MP4, H.265, and render at source resolution. All right, now get a adjustment clip and let's do this. So the first thing you're gonna need is a background node, and then put Sapphire Dust on it. So feel free to copy these settings. I'm gonna slowly scroll over them. Then I'm gonna get a time stretcher node, set it to nearest, open up the spline. I'm gonna make a graph that looks something like this. Put a soft edge mask on it. Forgot that. Set this to not screen, burn in. All right, now you need the plugin, Universe Glow. Here are my settings for the glow. And then I'm going to get looks. I will be providing a project file in the description, so you could just copy my settings from here. But here it is. And then for a final touch, I'm going to get pseudo color, and what that's going to do is it's gonna add like some duotone or whatever. It's like around there. Go to settings, put this down, so it will give it like that nice purplish blue tone, and that looks pretty good. Never mind, I guess we're not gonna play it. I'm lagging way too hard. But in the case that you don't lag and you can actually render this out, it will look really, really good.